It's time to dish with D. That's me. Thank you for this video, making yourself a priority. I am Denise. It is Monday, and Monday is my weekly weigh-in and the Weight Watchers weekly meeting technique for this week. So this is the, I believe, this is the last technique for the month of February, which is loving yourself. That is the theme, or show yourself some love. That is such a great theme. I love the protect your progress theme, because we've all worked really hard to get here to protect your progress and love. Give yourself some love, because being on a weight loss journey, I have mentioned it many times, is not for the faint of heart. It is hard. It's easy to overeat, isn't it? It's easy just to grab something and eat it. It takes work to think about it, to decide how much you can have, and and when to have it, and not to overindulge, and can I fit that in? Do I have enough points? Do I have enough calories? I mean, it doesn't matter how you track, it's still, you have to make a plan at that meal. Whether you track Weight Watchers, calories, macros, which is protein or carbs, you still have to sit there and think. So I think journeys, no matter what way you decide to go there, are so intertwined. How do I do this? How do I fit this in? How do I make this work? And that's, a lot of how we figure out, and it's a lot of work. And some people add more stuff to it. They add exercise and water and planning and prepping, and they have a full-time job. They have a family. So it's like you have so much, and yet this takes so much. I know when a lot of us talk about, God, I want to break from it, because it's a lot. But I will say the people that do a lot are the ones that have the most success. It isn't easy. It's sad to say that it's not easy. I wish I could say it was easy. I wish there was a magic pill to make it easier. Even the people who are on the medications, they still have to eat less. They can't just eat what they want. Hopefully those medications will curb their appetite. They won't desire to eat anymore. See, that's the hope with these medications. But if you continue the same eating pattern, even on a GLP-1, you're just not going to lose any weight. They can't fix anything. But hopefully, people say it helps with the food noise. That's what I hear. So, how'd you do this week on the scale, D? Well, we've been going through a lot here, and I'm not going to talk about it, but y'all know. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't really eat much last week after Tuesday. Or on Tuesday, actually. From Tuesday on, I really hadn't had much of an appetite. I ate things because I know I should, but I really wasn't. I don't think I ate enough. It was bad. It still is. It's not much better. And then there was a day where I ate my face off. Yeah, go figure that one. So when I went there, I expected a loss. Of course I did. I was like, well, not that it's I don't want to look for a silver lining in that situation, because there really isn't one. And I was up the same what I lost last week. I lost I think it was 1.2. So I was up 1.2. To say I was shocked wasn't, I was like, seriously? But it only goes to show that sometimes when you don't eat enough, that shows on the scale too, especially somebody like me who's been on plan. So I've already been pretty in a calorie deficit, or so if I'm eating less than that, it's going to show up. So it was kind of like, are you kidding me? I was not happy. That's probably what spurred on the Friday night chocolate attack. I made a video on Saturday, which I will link at the end of this video, and explains all that and what all happened. And I just had went off the deep end. And so, but I reeled it in. Saturday I was behaved, and Sunday I was behaved. And today, so far, I am behaved. So I'm trying to not take advantage. Like, I never was an emotional eater. That's the irony. I'm really not. Hence why I didn't eat from Tuesday to Friday. That's pretty much me. And I guess maybe I was just so, shocked that I kind of the hell with it. I guess I just ate. But that's behind me. So yes, up 1.2, not happy about it. Not happy about it at all. Do I feel I deserve that? Nope. Do we ever feel we deserve it though? No. But you know what? It's a fluctuation. I'm not, not happy. I was a little bit surprised. I expected to maintain, to be completely honest. I did not expect a huge loss. But yeah. keep on trugging. So this week's topic, it's the last one in February. I should put my glasses on so I can see. Swipe right on the foods you like. It's all about liking what you eat. Yeah, which is, I preach this. This is kind of my forte, this topic. I absolutely loved it because it's so true. Eat what you like. Why are you eating things you don't like to lose weight? It makes no sense to me when I hear people, yeah, I don't really like it, but you know what? It's got 0 points, or it's low in points, or it's low in calories. It's time to match with meals that satisfy both our taste buds and your goals. So they asked the question, if you're familiar with dating apps, you know the basics. You're not interested in that person, you swipe left. If you're interested in what you see and you want to know more, you swipe right. So that's why they came with the swipe right. That's where it comes from. I thought it was a bit of a jump, quite honestly, but that's the whole idea. So we want to like swiping right. Why or when do we eat things we don't like? I mean, sometimes I think you're conditioned. Sometimes you're guilted. And sometimes it's a memory. Like, then again, I don't eat for memory. I mean, I don't eat things I don't like for memory, but there's people that do. And there's also, and I also want to say, sometimes you don't like something right away, but you have to give yourself time to adjust to that. Because like I've mentioned before, like seltzers, I when I started to drink seltzer, I thought it was terrible. And I just gave myself time to get my palate. Same thing with yogurt. I hated yogurt. Oh my gosh, never did I ever eat plain yogurt. I literally can eat out of the container now because my palate is adjusted to it. And I do like it. I do like it. Now, do we eat things because of like, the benefit of them? Are we drinking protein shakes? This is not a protein shake, but it's a can. Are you drinking protein shakes because you have to reach a 150 gram protein goal, but you really don't like them? And every time you drink them, you almost want to gag. There are people out there, I've had people tell me that. I'm like, why? First, we should never have a protein goal of 150. That, unless you're bodybuilding, that is crazy. Number two, don't drink something to reach an unreachable goal. You have to make things that you like. There's so much food out there that is high in protein that you can be eating. But that's a whole other video. Wanting versus liking. When foods are at our environment, we can eat a food whether or not we actually like it. When we come across a food we may not enjoy, this technique helps us pause and decide whether or not we truly want to have this food. Pause. It's always about pause. That is huge. If you eat and not think, you'd be surprised what better choices you'll make. When you make choices so quickly, we don't even think, and then they're not the best. Like, and then you go, why did I choose that? Like, why did I order that? I didn't really want it. Like, don't go to a restaurant and decide I'm going to have the grilled chicken and the steamed broccoli because I'm on Weight Watchers. And you're going to be sitting there eating something you really don't want. Not that you don't like it. It's just like, it's kind of bland and boring. And that was another thing. If you're not liking something, maybe it's the way you prepare it. I say this to a lot of people about vegetables. I don't like vegetables. I don't eat vegetables. Okay. Maybe the way you prepare vegetables, are you just steaming them? Because, honestly, I love my vegetables roasted. I love them with still a little bite to them, so it's a little bit crunchy. They taste better. And salt, pepper, and garlic and onion powder are your friend. There's that thing I get from Kinder Spices, the onion butter. Fantastic. You will love it. So maybe it's how you're preparing something that you don't like. Because sometimes fish, and it depends where you buy it. Like some places, when fish is a little bit older, it gets a little fishy. And fresh fish does not taste fishy. Interesting, isn't it? So maybe it's sort of the type of food you're eating. So you want to prepare it different, try something different. And here's the thing. Size and the amount. Like that's all we have to worry about. We have to worry about size and amount that we're eating. So you don't have to eat a whole thing. You have to eat a portion of that. So don't ever think just because it's made that way that I have to make that one. I have to eat it. So let's see what else. I reread that one. Science tells us when certain foods grab our attention. Okay, I think I read that one too. I think I've taken many things. Simply seeing or smelling a food can be enough to make you want to eat it. I think our senses are very key. Smell and sight. And some things look better than they really are. Have you ever had that happen? I've had that happen many times. And lately, I will tell you, back in the day, back chubby Denise, before Weight Watchers, before she lost her 100 pounds, if she got something and it was kind of like, say it was, we'll say a cupcake, because that would be mostly I go for, and it looked beautiful, and you're like, oh my gosh, it looks gorgeous, and you get it and you bite it, and it is dry as the Sahara Desert. I don't care how much icing it has on there; it's not going to make cupcake taste any better. I would still finish it because it was there. Oh, not anymore. If I bite anything and it doesn't taste to my liking, I'm not eating it. I don't care. I am not swallowing. I'm not wasting those points, calories, macros on something that I'm not enjoying. Not doing it anymore. I don't have to. You don't have to. Thinking about food as special, how it is described in the situation where we can all cue us to like to eat it. Like, especially if you're at a menu. Menus make things sound so fantastic, but you get it and it's not. Honestly, I think as a paying customer, if it's not meeting your expectations, you have the right to at least return that, because if it's not as described, now not that you say, well, oh, I don't really like lemon, but it says lemon butter sauce. That's not their problem that you don't like the way the lemon tastes, because it is a lemon butter sauce. But if it's totally no lemon in there, you want a lemon butter sauce, yeah. Like we were out at a local, not the bar, was recently, we were at a local bar. It was over a year ago, I believe. And Steve, it was kind of happy hour. So I got the beet salad. I love me some beets. You know that. Okay, the salad came out. It was, I believe it was like, I want to say it was kale. And there was beets. Okay. I couldn't find any beets. They were diced so small, easily like that big. And there was only a few of them in there. So I called the waitress over. I said, excuse me. I said, this is supposed to be not a salad with beets. This is a beet salad. That's what it said. Beet salad. I said, there's no beets in this. I said, honestly, you can't call something a beet salad if I have to search for the beets. I shouldn't have to search for the beets. So she was like, oh. So she brought me out more beets. Still wasn't enough, honestly. You could call something a beet salad. I should have more beets than anything else if it's a beet salad. It's not a salad with beets, a beet salad. Yep. Then you'll say, I never went back there again. I refuse. I said, I'm not coming back here. You can't give me a beet salad when you say beet salad? Because I've had some really good beet salads. Oh my gosh. There's one that you make a yogurt. In fact, I've made it here on the channel. You make a yogurt dressing and you put it over arugula. And sometimes you could add like pistachios or almonds. But the beets are forward. You're not going to call something a beet salad. I mean, like, that's the thing. And I'm not going to eat it or sit there and be stuck with it because that's not what I wanted. Beet salad is what I wanted. So don't be stuck with things and force yourself to eat something you don't like and didn't order and was wrong, because you're leaving there unsatisfied. And when you leave a meal unsatisfied, you go searching for satisfaction. So you're going to eat again. You're going to eat again. What might cue you to eat or drink things you don't really like or just aren't worth it to you? Like I said, it has to be good. And maybe, at one point you might have to eat it because they won't take it back. I mean, sometimes you're stuck with it, but always know, like, you really shouldn't be, but never order it again or give it to your partner. I do that. Steve is good for that. He likes everything. My mother would still, I can tell you what my mother said, but I would give him everything. He'd be like, I can't lose it because I keep eating all your, I'm like, yeah, because I don't need it, so it goes to him. How might you change your approach now that you're aware of the cue? Like I always say, eat less. When in doubt, eat less. And if you're making it at home and you're not really liking this, I bought this thing, what are we going to do with it? Prepare it differently. You're tired of the same old chicken. I showed you on many of my vlogs how I just use seasoning and I pan fry them. My thighs and my breasts, and they come out fantastic. I think the thighs are a little bit better because thighs just are so good in general. They just retain that juiciness, and you could reheat them and they're just as good the next day. Sometimes the breast is a little, I don't like reheated breast too much. I tend to eat it cold because I don't want to dry it out anymore. Because I know that. I know I'm going to reheat this breast and this is not going to be good. So what I do is I eat it cold. You adjust. You find what you like and you adjust. Because when we have a limited amount of points, calories, and macros that we have to eat, you want to make the best of them. You want to be enjoying every last bit of it. Yes, ma'am, I'm going to enjoy every last drop of food. I make sure that my food is to my liking. When I make it here, I don't want to eat something that I don't like. And I very rarely do. I won't eat. There's times I've thrown stuff in the trash. Because I'm like, I made something with like protein powder. It was like, yeah, no, I'm not eating this. Well, my son's like, I'm like, I don't care. I can't eat this just because it has 30 grams of protein in it and I will waste scoops of protein. I said, it's just not satisfying to me. I want to, like, and that's the thing. Are you going to sit there and go, this is my life now because I have to eat this kind of stuff? No, just because you cannot sacrifice taste for a weight loss journey or health and wellness journey. You never sacrifice taste. Taste is got to be right up there with satisfaction. Because if you're not satisfied, you're never going to stick to it. You'll be like, oh, I really want that. And that's why I love the fact that you incorporate so many more 0-point foods like beef and pork and chicken thighs, because that's how we live our lives, And I've always had them. I just counted them. Now it's great to have all these extra points left over for other accoutrements I can put in there. I think, do I have another thing? Research tells us that when certain foods grab our attention, we might eat them even if we don't actually like or enjoy them that much. Simply seeing and smelling the food can be enough to make us want to eat more. Further, thinking about food as special is how we describe it, and the situation we're in can cue us to eat it. I already read that, didn't I? I did. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, I want to also mention here, somebody posted, and if you don't have calories on your Weight Watchers app, you can get your total carbs by 4. 4 your grams of protein by 4, and your fat by 9, and add that all up, and that gives you total calories. Remember, it's carbs and protein by 4 and fat by 9, and you add that up and it should give you total calories. That's what I was told. Hopefully some of us, I haven't gotten calories yet either. And a lot of people, the Weight Watchers coaches don't have it. That's just wrong. I'm sorry. 50 Shades of wrong. So I check my app every day. It is not yet updated. I think I read that one. It's interesting that this goes both ways. Both things we think will help us lose weight, as well as things we will get us in the way, will get in the way, all because someone else said it was a good or bad for us, rather than our true enjoyment. Did you see that? It's basically you're taking somebody else's opinion of food, and you're making it your opinion, whether you just don't, because she says that makes it true. No, it doesn't. Everyone is different. Just because somebody says you shouldn't eat this, or you shouldn't eat that, or you should eat more of this and not more of that, that's what works for them, and that's how they live their life. You have to find how you live your life and what you want to incorporate and what you don't want to incorporate. And everything in moderation usually works for most of us. So I just like that she put that. That was from one of the Weight Watcher coaches this morning. Both things we think will help us lose weight, as well as things we think will get in the way, all because someone else said it was bad or good. That, to me, I had to copy that because I thought that was life-changing. Because the way the internet is, and the way these influences are out there, eat this, don't eat that, you should eat more of this, you should eat this, you should eat. It's like it drives a normal person crazy. Like, I get why people are struggling, because they're hearing this is good, no, now it's bad, this is good, no, and it's like you don't know what to do. And my advice to you is follow your heart. If you think it's okay, it's okay. Would I eat a whole thing of anything? I don't. I keep everything to serving sizes, moderation, and things like that. I don't go by anybody's judgment. That's why a lot of times I stay out of Instagram, because there's so many fear-mongering out there. I don't know why they do it. Why? Because you don't have this in it. Oh my God, you know what? There's no studies out there saying anything different. This is bad for you. This has pesticides. Yeah, nobody's died from pesticides, have they? Nope. But I'm not here to judge that. I am not here to say anything. I am just here to tell you the Weight Watchers weekly meeting topic and swipe right. What are you swiping right on? I swipe right on just seasonings and making things taste really good. And seasonings help, herbs help, vinegars, oh my God, mustards, oh my God, salt and pepper. A little bit of salt. I know people have high blood pressure, they have sodium issues, but a teeny little bit. I will also say, if you use kosher salt, flake salt, rather than the granular, like the fine one, you use less, which I didn't know that at the time. When I started using it, I thought it was just everybody was using it, so I'm going to use it because it's, you know, in vogue. And you actually use less salt when it's bigger, which is shocking. I thought you would be using more. Nope, you actually use less. So, or save either salt while you cook or salt while you eat. You don't have to do both. Like you can say, I'm not going to salt while I cook. I'll salt at the table. Or I'm going to salt while I cook. I'm not going to salt at the table. I say pick one. We don't do both here. So, but that is it for me. Eat what you like. Do not eat something because it's 0 points. Don't be eating cauliflower rice to save points if you don't love it. And I even go above, like, I want to go love. Something you're going to reach for. Are you going to continue to reach for that the rest of your life? That's what I'm leaving you with here. Are you going to, these things that you're using to lose weight, are you going to reach for them for the rest of your life? It's in a nutshell. You can't do one thing to lose weight and another thing to maintain it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And it is a proven fact. So unless you love it, you know what, but bulk up your rice with the cauliflower rice, but you still get that rice taste. So you're not really sacrificing because it doesn't add that much, but you know what? It add bulk, but you're still going to get that satiation from your regular rice. So that is it for me. Let me know how your week went. Was it good? Was it bad? Are you sorry to see February go? Oh my gosh. March 1st is Saturday. Shocking. I am stunned. So yeah. Is March coming like a lion? I hope not. I mean, we're having really nice weather this week, so I'm hopeful. So that is it for me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big old thumbs up. If you are new here, welcome. And if you've not yet hit that subscribe button, join us here Dish with D, where we talk realistically. I don't pull punches. I don't give you false hopes. I'm not going to give you some little, try this and you'll lose more weight faster. It doesn't work. I wish it did. I wish there was something I could tell you to say, oh my gosh, somebody was saying on live, oh, the MCT oil. Yeah. I wish there was something out there that it was magic. There isn't any magic, unfortunately. But we'll get there. You know what? You're getting healthier, and that's all that counts. You may not be at the weight you think you should be, but look how far you've come. That, in a nutshell, is how you should live your life. You know what? We should be living our lives, eating healthier, you know, and just getting where we need to be health-wise. That's the most important thing. So that is it for me. I will dish with you another day. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all your messages and texts and comments about my beloved Bailey. He will be missed. He will be. But thank you all so much. Bye-bye for now.